Obviously a very, very bad day. Obviously a shocking day, really. The goal just after, well, just before half-time in the second half, it was game over then. United, the senior players were, you know, we'll use all the words, obviously embarrassing. Didn't show any leadership skills, particularly the senior players. The goals they gave away were shocking. Yeah, tough day for United. You know, thank God I've never been part of a team that's been beaten by that much. And if we're playing for Man United, the players will be embarrassed. They'll no doubt be ashamed of their performance, particularly the second half when the going got tough. They just went missing to give up that many goals. It's, you know, when United come to Liverpool, I think whatever about the form, all logic goes out the window really when you come to Anfield. I think we've said it many times before. It is the hardest place to come for a Man United player, without a shadow of a doubt. Whatever the form you're in or whatever it might be, or the quality players you have. And when you got 2 goals down like that, you've got to show some sort of pride, fight, spirit. They didn't show any of that. And I could go very in hard. I'll go in hard on Man United, of course I will. But I often have to say that Liverpool were absolutely amazing. I thought Liverpool were brilliant. Their energy levels, quality of their play, their decision making, their desire. We saw towards the end of the game there, they were still trying to get bodies in the box, trying to get more goals. Liverpool were back to their very, very best, like they have been over the last few years. So certainly an embarrassing day for United, though, and they'll be embarrassed.
When Liverpool got the 5-0 and the 4-0 victories last season, it was seen as a mark of the gulf between the two sides. This time around, Manchester United have already beaten Liverpool 2-1 at Old Trafford this season, and they've gone on to win the Carabao Cup. They're meant to be a new version of Manchester United. So what does this result tell us?
I never thought that. I never thought United were kind of back to their very best. I think they've had some very good results. And I've been saying recently, United have been giving teams chances, even over the last few weeks. Leicester home, Leicester probably should have been 2-0 up at Old Trafford. West Ham should have been 2-0 up there. So they've been giving team chances, but teams have kind of let them off the hook and they've punished them. But the chances they gave up today, Liverpool obviously didn't let them off the hook and punished them. And that's where they deserve credit. They created opportunities and they were clinical, they were ruthless. And as I said, what I admire about Liverpool towards the end, they kept going, wanted more goals. But again, the senior players from Man United will be, I always look at the senior players, the big players, the ones we give the big build-up to, the experienced players. They're the ones who will, I think, really let the club down today. You know, and I always try and imagine if you ever got beaten in a game like this, 6 or 7-0, you'd go into hiding. You would, as a player, you'd go into hiding. Whatever about for a few days, I think I'd go missing for a few months. It really is that embarrassing for the players. But what can you do? That's the game. They have to bounce back. They've got a big European game coming up during the week. But again, let's take nothing away from Liverpool. Liverpool's attacking players and the threat, and they look so sharp. They look fresher. They look sharper mentally, clinical. The so-called players who were struggling at Liverpool to settle in, they look fantastic. So yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. I'm in shock.